Hello. How are you? My name is Renee Marie. I'm the Stroke of Love host, the Stroke of Luck host, and this is my co-host, Bobby Baby Walker. Hi, Bobby. How are you?
Hi, Renee. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Very good.
So we're here once again on our wonderful Madhousetv show, and we're going to have a great show today. We're going to be talking to Bob Zumbrowski. How do you say his name?
Zumbrowski.
No, it's not Zum. It's Zabrowski. Zabrowski. I always messed up his name when I was talking about it when I promote him. He's actually from Judy's Run, and Judy's Run, of course, is going to be doing the Language of Love telethon with us, which is awesome. And we're also going to have who else?
We're going to have Judy Marlowe, Ratway.
Yeah, she's the PR person for Judy's Run. She actually has a stroke history or story herself, not history. Her dad experienced a stroke, and I really want to share with everybody her story. Her story about how compassionate she was for her father, and really what it takes to be a caretaker. And Bob also is a wonderful caretaker. But Bob is turning the tables on me today. What is he doing to me?
He's going to be interviewing
I
Renee.
know.
Renee is going to be the specimen, the subject.
The subject. And actually, I have no idea what the questions are.
Okay.
I have no idea. So I think I just need to go with the flow and speak from my heart.
Okay. But I understand you went to a
brain fair.
Brain fair today.
A brain fair.
Not today.
This
week.
Past week. This past week. It was, well, I don't know if everyone knows, but June is Aphasia Awareness Month. And aphasia is really, I know you've heard me speak about it so many times, but I'm glad you're tired of hearing me speak about it, because that knows I'm doing my job and making everybody aware of aphasia. Aphasia, of course, is the result of a brain injury or stroke. And really, when someone has aphasia, Bobby, we've spoken about this many, many times, but when someone has aphasia, you can't tell you don't know what's going on in the brain. You don't know what they're thinking or how they're processing or the confusion they have.
Because aphasia scrambles the brain.
Right. And of course, I've had my brain defragment, and it really has been a long journey. And, I was telling Joe before we went to, we were sitting in a gazebo on a beach somewhere, and I was telling him how I believe that God has given me this platform to be a co-host on my show, because I think he wants me to be more clear in my speaking and more precise, and to really try to line things up when I'm speaking. So I believe that that's one of...
And to make people aware.
Right. But I know that that's my job, to make people aware. But I believe that, don't you believe this, Bobby, that everybody in their lives is put in the position to learn as well as to educate?
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Because I know that I have a lot to learn, so I'm really happy to have this platform. It's a privilege. It's a privilege. I actually, at this brain fair, I met a doctor called, let me see, her name is Dr. Cynthia Green. Do you have a photo, Vicki, of me and Dr. Cynthia Green? I believe, and put it up on the screen if you don't mind. There we go. She's actually, she wrote a number of books, and the book that I bought is Your Best Brain Forever. Your Best Brain Ever. And what I found fascinating about Cynthia and her lecture and her speaking was, first of all, that neurons could be regenerated or not regenerated, but you can grow new neurons, which I thought was pretty interesting, because you would think that if you have a brain injury or trauma or something that happens to your brain that you can't can't
Right.
grow new organs, but I believe you can.
brain.
And they're right, and they're learning more about that. So I think that's pretty.
Awesome.
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. And then the other thing that really fascinated me, which I guess it's like you're throwing a softball, is you need to exercise your brain. Did you know that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The,
That's why they have those brain teasers and stuff like that.
I never. You know what? I always thought that was just to get more intelligent. Like to get some more knowledge and stuff. But I did never really realize that you need to. What I say? You need to exercise your brain. So she actually came up with a few. Board games, not board games, but boxes of stuff to. So Google her. She's wonderful. Her name once again is Dr. Cynthia Green, and I was really impressed. And I actually bought your best brain ever. Do you have the photo? I think I have a photo of your best brain ever. I think, yes. Okay, just put it up on the screen. That's it. That's the book I purchased. So I'm going to be reading it, and I'll give you a little bit of
feedback.
Yeah, feedback on it. I'll give it to you, Bobby, too. We'll read it. We'll read some segments together. Okay. I just like I said before, I believe that we need to.
I'm sure
learn.
the book will make us.
We'll be running rampant.
Yeah.
We'll be going
Give us
crazy.
some good exercises.
That's true.
God knows I can use it.
Yes. What else do we have to talk about, Bobby? What else is going on the show today?
We have Bob.
Yep. I have something.
Mm-hmm.
Remember this? In July, we're going to have Christmas in July. And actually, a fundraiser for my foundation, Renee Marie's Language of Love Foundation, I should say our foundation, because I have wonderful support and board members on that foundation. We're going to be selling Yankee candles. So they're going to be going on sale online. If you want any information, please go to Renee Marie's Language of Love. .org, Renee Marie's Language of Love.org, and you'll be able to hook up to buy some Yankee candles. And the gift is that you'll be able to get something. You'll be able to buy an early Christmas present, and donate to our foundation.
Right. It's all for a good cause.
It's all for a good cause.
Absolutely.
So
and I'm not sure if you can see these. Can you get a close-up of that?
They got it. And
okay.
Yep. I haven't posted it on my website yet because we just got this week, but it's going to be pretty awesome. And you know what? I know Bobby and I spoke about candles. To me, are light. When people meditate or people look for the spirits to come in and really need some tranquility in their lives.
Yes. It is believed that certain scents heightens the spirituality of a person and puts you in another zone. And candles are a good way of doing that.
Right. So we hope to benefit with the sale of the candles, and our candle sale is going to be done between Renee Marie's Language of Love and also Judy's Run, because the proceeds are going to support our telethon, which is going to be at Madhousetv. And on March 29th, 2015, from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. And we're really, really privileged and honored to have the platform. And we really hope that that everybody joins in and really supports the telethon. As a matter of fact, today, Joe and I, when we were sitting at the gazebo, we actually met a family from Canada, Ontario, Canada. And through the process, Joe was telling them about the fact that we're both stroke survivors. and they said that their 21-year-old grandson had experienced a stroke. So we gave them our business card, told them about the telethon. They're going to email us. They're going to hook up with us. So we're really happy. So hi, everyone in Ontario, Canada. And it was so nice to meet you. And we're honored. I mean, the platform here at Madhousetv is, the gift is that we can touch the world by this platform.
Yes.
So we're really, really happy. So anyway, we're going to take a short break because we're going to come back with our the next two sessions are going to be, this session was a little short. We're going to have the next two sessions, which are going to be longer. We're going to have Judy come and have the roundtable discussion with Judy and Joe, and then we're going to have myself and Bob. He's gonna interview me with some surprise questions, and then of course we're gonna go out with everybody on the singing stage singing "That's What Friends Are For,"
Right.
And then we'll blow our kisses,
Yeah.
and we're out. Bob, you want to do it now? Come on.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Worldwide Tattoo Supply is one of the largest suppliers in the world and your number one resource for top quality, affordable tattoo and piercing supplies. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is the number one supplier of tattoo inks in the world with more than 200 products including Mom's Ink, Philadelphia Eddie's Traditional Inks, Paolini Sacred Color Inks, and more. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply, your one-stop shopping destination for great service, best prices, and top quality supplies. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are undeniably distinctive, selected for their unique, memorable flavor. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are delivered to you in beautifully designed bottles featuring limited edition artwork. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are available at affordable prices in fine restaurants, bars, and liquor stores. Or check www.coneyislandcarlo.com for availability.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware.
We have 3 of the largest showrooms of safes on display and in stock. You can see and touch them in person instead of browsing a catalog. We carry gun and rifle safes, burglary safes, jewelry safes, fire rated from a half hour to 2 hour. Famous name brands.
We sell Gardol.
We sell AMSAC.
The new AMSAC touchscreen.
If you're ever in need of a safe, think Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware. Right, Lockie?
That's right, Alan.
Hi, everybody. Hello.
Welcome back to Renee Marie's Stroke of Luck. I hope everybody's having a wonderful, happy Saturday on this beautiful day outside.
Absolutely.
Right?
Great day.
So this is our round table discussion. I have Judy Marlowe Ratway. She's our special guest today. So let's welcome her.
Yay!
And of course we have Joe, our special correspondent. Let's hear it for Joe. And of course we have Bobby Baby Walker, BBW.
Yeah.
So let me start by sharing a little. I guess the connection that Judy and I have. Judy and I met through Judy's Run. I know you keep hearing me talk about Judy's Run, but in my world, I'm so happy and honored to have been connected with such an astounding, dedicated foundation called Judy's Run. And Judy is Bob Zabrowski. You're the PR for Bob.
Yes, public
right?
relations.
Public
director.
relations, right. So, and Judy and I just met through that venue.
Yes.
Right? So, Judy, can you share with us just briefly a little history? You know what, Bob, could you do me a favor? Could you run down a few things that Judy has done? We want to give you credit for some of the places that she's been involved with and some of the wonderful work that she has done. It's astounding. It's astounding.
Okay, Judy has been Director of Public Relations and Publicity. She's been a chair, speaker of the Speakers Bureau, Rotary Club of Smithtown.
Wow.
Sunrise. Smithtown Sunrise.
Wow.
Smithtown Sunrise, right.
Wow.
She's been Director of Public Relations, Judy's Run for Stroke Awareness and Prevention. She's been elected library trustee, Smithtown Special Library.
And I saw a plaque they have on the wall, right?
It's a marble, it's bronze actually.
I wish I took a photo of it. I should have took a photo of it. It really is an honor to have your name on a plaque in a library is historical.
It was for the work done on the construction and renovation project.
Wow.
And my name was one of many names on it.
Wow. But I think that's, I
great.
mean, I think that just gives a little bit of background on the credibility and your dedication to anything that you set forth in your life, right?
Thank you. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So give us a little background on how you got involved with strokes, with Judy's Run.
Well, my dad had a stroke. And it happened in 1998. My dad was 93. My dad's 40 years older than me. My parents are 40 years older than
Wow.
me. And I checked on him all the time. I didn't see any signs except that he had swollen ankles. So 2 weeks before the stroke, I took him to a heart doctor and said, could you check him over? And the heart doctor actually said that he was in the best of health for his age.
Was he living home?
No, he was living on his own.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
he was living not in a home, at home.
At home.
Right.
And 2 weeks later, the day before his stroke, I went out with him. He seemed okay. The day of his stroke, I had this ritual, Renee, where I called him every morning at 9 and every evening at 9 just to check up on him. And this particular day, I also called at 5.
Right.
And everything seemed okay. So the window was between 5 and 9. I don't know when he had the stroke.
Right.
But earlier in the day, he sat outside and he told everybody he had a severe headache.
Wow.
But he never shared that with me.
Joe, did you have a headache when you had your stroke?
No. I just got up in the morning and collapsed.
Wow.
And
Wow.
was very dizzy.
Wow.
And then it passed.
Wow. I had a severe headache. I don't
Really?
remember it. I don't remember it. But if you ask my sister and my father and everyone in my family, they said I had such a headache. I couldn't deal with it. So, yeah.
So I called him at 9 and there was no answer. And I started to panic and I called different places because he was 93. Where could he be? I asked one of the neighbors if his car was outside and they said yes, it was parked there. And finally I called the superintendent who went to the door, opened it up and found him on the floor.
Wow.
And said it looks like he had a stroke and they're calling 911 and I rushed there but it took an hour.
Wow.
And
Wow. That's incredible. But, you're a wonderful you were a good, dedicated daughter who really watched out for her dad. And thank God that you called him on a
Yes.
regular basis.
And he also didn't have a health care proxy,
Wow.
which I talked to him about so many times, but he didn't think he needed one. And I got an attorney who was a friend of his from Baldwin Rotary, and he got to sign it.
Wow. So the
next day.
Right. So you have a health care proxy. in your-
Definitely.
So you have a health care.
Oh, most assuredly.
Bob, do you have a health care proxy?
No.
Oh,
Very
Bob.
important.
No.
Oh, Bob, you're killing me, Bob.
Renee, if you don't have a health care proxy in New York State, the doctors and administrators will make health care decisions for you. Not your family,
I
not
know.
your husband, not your wife.
Unfortunately, you're 100% correct. And
Really?
sometimes it's not the decision that you, as the family member,
That's
want for your
correct.
loved one.
No,
Very
I
important.
wasn't aware of that.
Bobby, you
Yeah.
got to take care of that.
Yeah.
And the cheeseburgers, they blow up the cheeseburgers, Bobby.
Oh no!
That's because we were let me fill Judy in a little bit. Well, one show we were talking about. Okay, let's tell what we have in our refrigerator and what we eat during the day. And Joe's like, I have yogurt, I have salmon, I got this, and Bobby's like, I have a hamburger and French fries.
And then he says, could that be why I breathe? And I'm like, oh.
Is that why I have so many pains in my chest?
Oh gosh. So how do you? I know how Judy and I met. How did you connect? Because I met Bob through Bobby.
Right.
And so how did Judy and Joe? How do you?
Well, I met Bob Zubrowski at a Wisconsin fair. And I saw a booth, and it said Judy's Run for Awareness. And being a Judy, I went over and said, what's Judy's Run for Awareness about? And he said, it's about stroke. And the minute I heard it was about stroke, I said, I'm going to give you 100% of my time. I do publicity and PR, and I'm going to do it for you for the rest of my life.
Wow.
And she has.
And how did you two connect?
Well, because I got involved, I told you.
on the
with
foundation.
Our doctor.
Okay.
And then I met Bob, and then the next thing you know, Bob, when I got on the board, and then I wasn't not nearly as active as Judy was because of my health at the time. And then I met Judy on several occasions.
I think I first met you at the Wisconsin fair.
Yes,
at the
because I was
street
doing
fair,
it once with...
because I asked Bob about it, and then Bob introduced me to you and said
Yes.
that you had a number of strokes.
Right, correct.
Now, I have here that your dad was totally paralyzed on the left side of his body.
Yes.
And how long was he paralyzed for?
He was paralyzed for 3 years and 3 months, and I
Wow.
spent every day, 6 hours a day, going to the nursing home and taking care of him because they're understaffed.
Wow. You know, it's funny.
That's really commendable because, unfortunately, a lot of people, because of their busy lives, I guess,
Yes.
have loved ones that have different illnesses and whatnot, and they place them in places, and then they
Well, I quit my job.
They
took
don't-
a part-time job.
Yeah, they don't follow up. They don't go visit
I know,
them. You
I know,
they-
because life is
You know,
so crazy.
my great grandmother had a great saying. She said, one mother could take care of 10 children, but 10 children can't take care of one mother.
Right.
That's
Or
true.
a parent. It
Right,
doesn't
right.
matter.
That's true.
And that's the truth.
That's true. You know, Joe and I have just experienced something, and this, and it's funny because you know, you're not funny, but your dad was totally paralyzed on his right side. I was
Left side.
left side. Sorry, I was cleaning out my garage, and because of my stroke, I'm weak on my right side. That I use my right arm to do everything, and you know, I favor my right arm. And actually, I wound up going to the hospital because my right side was numb and tingling in my right side. And it's funny because they attributed it to me using that side. Now, Joe just had, right, you have your...
Yes. Long story short, usually if you have a stroke on the left side, it affects your right side. If you have it on the right side, it affects your left side.
Right.
Well, I had it all on the left side, and it affected my left side. So,
Really?
yeah, I mean, one for the
You go.
books.
Yeah.
But anyway, because the left side is so weak, and after 7 years, I've compensated so much, and then I had to go back to physical therapy, and the bottom line is I put so much pressure on the right side that now I blew and split the tendon up from my ankle all the way up. So I was in a cast. I was with Renee
Right.
all morning in a cast.
Right.
So I took it off for the show, but if it's not healed in 3 weeks, then I have to have surgery to correct that.
Wow.
But that's going to be another show that we're going to talk about.
Yeah, we are going to talk about that if
because
you want to be on it with us.
People
I'd love to.
really
Okay.
don't understand how important it is to keep up with physical therapy.
Yeah, I'm really like so happy that we've all working together. You know,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Judy's Run and Renee Marie's Language of Love have really come together to support each other for a good cause, and we want to make sure that stroke awareness. We have to take a commercial, but is there anything that you want to? Oh, we have to.
Oh, yeah. I understand that you are your husband's
Manager?
manager, an Elvis impersonator.
Yes.
He sounds exactly like Elvis.
Wow.
Yes. And
I was shocked when I met him that he sounded so much like Elvis. And I said, what are you doing with this? And he said, I'm not doing anything with it. I said, well, one of these days you will. And when he retired, he's an electrician. And when he retired, he said, every day is going to be like Saturday. And I said, I don't think so.
Right.
And I started doing press releases and making phone calls and making promotional kits. And I changed all that.
And Judy, we're gonna ask you to elaborate on that when we come back.
Okay.
Well, hang on one second. Don't leave, because Bob is going to be interviewing me in the next session. So I want Judy to give a place where they could find. He's got a website.
No, I never got around to doing.
Do you have a
website.
phone number?
Yes, my phone number is 631-864-6340.
Repeat it one more time.
631-864-6340.
Yeah.
And they'll get Graceland on the phone.
Well, oh, that's right. That's right. And you, Bob. Before we go, you, Joe,
Yes,
you had
very
said
quickly,
something.
I was at a function with all of them, and we were all at a table together, and Andy got up from the table. We knew he was going to start his act. He did his whole act. He was phenomenal. He comes back after the act. Everybody goes, Andy, you just missed the greatest Elvis
Because he-
impersonator. Nobody even realized that it was Andy.
Because he went and he got dressed in his white suit. And he said he was going out to the car to get something. So when Elvis came on, and then Elvis left an hour later, and he came strolling back, they said, oh my God, you missed Elvis.
That's good.
That's
Well,
great.
Judy, I want to. You're gonna stick around. You're gonna be come on the fourth segment with us. Okay.
All right, fine, I'll be glad.
But I really want to thank you for being
Thank
part of the
you.
show, and really want to thank you for the work that you do. You are a dedication. You're really
Thank you.
A woman. On the woman's side, it takes a lot of drive and passion to achieve, what you've achieved. And
Thank you
I'm
so
really
much.
honored to have met you.
I'm honored to know you too.
Thank you. So we're gonna take a short break, and when we come back, I'm gonna go for my questions unknown. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidisciplinary practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
YesWeCare.net is a 501c3 charity that provides help to veterans and their families. Please visit YesWeCare.net and donate in any way you can by purchasing our beautiful frame prints or relaxation CDs and DVDs, even smooth jazz CDs. YesWeCare.net. Remember, our troops are on their way home. They need all the support they can get. YesWeCare.net.
Hi, I'm Bob Zabrowski, founder of Judy's Run for Stroke Awareness and Prevention. I'm here with Renee, one of my heroes, and I wanted to interview the interviewer. And I talked to Renee about it. She thought it was a great idea because, as you know, Renee is a stroke survivor. So I'm going to kick it off with some questions and ask Renee, when did you have your stroke and where?
I had my stroke at April 8th, 1989, and it was down at the softball field. My daughter, I had my daughter Brittany 6 months prior, so we were down at the softball field, and I was coaching my little league softball team because I'm an avid softball player.
Oh.
And I was coaching third base, and I was walking off the field from into the first base dugout, and I really just remember myself, almost like my body went down, my spirit went up.
Wow. And
I had an out-of-body experience, as you know, and it really was very magical. It was. I call it a divine intervention. People ask me what happened to my stroke, and I say, I don't know the medical term, but I know it was a divine intervention, and God spoke to me during that moment.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
It was good.
Chills.
It was good. It was good. That's why my book is called Stroke of Luck.
Right. You said you felt a different, you felt out of your body. Can you explain that a little more?
Yeah. How do I explain feeling out of your body? It's almost like closing your eyes and imagining yourself in a place that you want to be, in a magical place. Like, close your eyes, and what's a place that you like to hang out, Bob? What's your dream place?
Being with Judy.
Being with Judy. So close your eyes, and you just envision yourself with Judy, and you're just like bliss. Bliss is like the word I'm looking for. Yeah. And I just was in such an astounding place. I was in heaven. And heaven is very tranquil and peaceful, and the most beautiful presence that it's almost like you're surrounded with pure love. And there's nothing, absolutely nothing wrong or no problems. It's just love. And love is powerful. Love is powerful. Look what you and Judy endure, and you endure it through your love for each other. So it's
wow.
It was good.
And I've talked to other people, and they've not a lot, but they had told me they felt that also. Not a lot of people. And I talked to a lot of people about strokes and survivors, but wow, that's it's phenomenal. It's incredible.
I think I wasn't. I don't want to say this in a wrong terminology, but I was probably chosen to have a stroke, and because God said to me, you have to always work for me. And God knew my personality. He knew that if I'm dedicated to something, I go all out. I am like
really?
Oh, really, Bob? Bob knows. Yeah, and I think, but you know what? I really believe that anything can be done or say if you do it through love, and if you do it through the kind words and the peaceful way. I could say to you, oh, you did that wrong, and you would be like, or you know what, Bob, why don't you try it like this? And that's like a whole different approach.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it really makes, so it doesn't matter what you say to somebody, it's how you say and how you present yourself to somebody. And timing is everything. Timing is everything in life. Sometimes when you need to say something to somebody and they have so many things going on in their lives, it's not the right time. It's not the right time. Right. So you really need to take a few minutes or just wait for another time.
Said. Did you get to the hospital in time?
In time for what?
Well, that window, that magical window.
I don't, I had my stroke 25 years ago. It was 25 years this past year.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. And so that TP, what is it? TPA? TPA,
the
right?
clot buster,
yes. It wasn't around back then. It wasn't around back then. I don't think it was around back then.
No, I don't think
because they didn't even, it wasn't even like something that we knew about, or something.
No.
I do remember I literally watched everything happening below me. Almost like, what was it? Did you ever watch Heaven Can Wait with Warren Beatty?
Yeah.
And he's watching everything below him?
Right.
Well, I had the same experience. So I watched, the ambulance come, and I watched it, then put me in the ambulance, and I watched the ambulance on the way to the hospital. And I remember standing at my, being above my bed with my father and his then girlfriend and people at my bedside. I remember.
Wow.
But on the other hand, I was semi-unconscious. I just laid there not knowing, not so confused. And so it was like when I asked God to put me back down on my body, he put me back down on my body. But it wasn't like, okay, she's okay. I really had to defragment my brain and get rid of all the negativity and garbage, because I had a big purpose. My purpose was like bigger than me. Do you
remember what they did for you at the hospital? Do you remember the doctors or?
I remember Dr. Littmeyer, a phenomenal neurologist out of Valley Hospital. Valley Hospital is really a wonderful stroke. They really take care of
stroke facility.
Yes. And I'm on the patient advocate committee, acute stroke patient advocate committee, and I'm really learning their concept, and I really admire their new philosophy. What they're doing is they're not working for the patients alone. They're involving the family, because they really do believe that family involvement is so critical in recovery.
I do too.
It's so critical in recovery. To have your family there and to have them love you and to feel them and to know they're around you.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's nothing better.
Yeah.
There's nothing better. So Dr. Littmeyer was my doctor, and I remember the only test I remember was when they put the dye in you and they put it up in your brain. I remember screaming at the top of my lungs that it hurt so bad, and I think they knocked me out. But for that 1 week, I don't remember anything. And on a Saturday, I woke up and I called my husband, and my ex-husband now, but I called the children of my father's dad.
Right.
I called him and I was mumbling because I couldn't talk, and I didn't even know where I was. I didn't even know anything. And everybody started crying.
Yeah.
Everybody started crying because I was out of it for a week. I was out of it for a week.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Just give us 3 more minutes.
Okay.
Thanks.
How do you feel today?
I feel energized.
Yeah.
I am so happy that
Let me say it again. Really?
Yes. Yes. No, because I think us coming together, Bob, our foundations, just as like putting a plug in.
Yeah.
It's putting a plug in.
I'm in awe of that. I am in awe.
Yeah, I
of
know.
The circle of the last year, the people have been surrounded. Joe and Louise and you and Bobby.
Yeah. And
Magical.
we all have a cause, and we're all on a cause. I do things for your foundation. You do things for my foundation. It's not about I got to have money here, I got to have money there. We just do whatever we do.
Yeah.
We do whatever we do because the money will follow for our foundations, but our mission, our main purpose is bringing awareness to strokes and to aphasia. I mean, I mean, that's astounding to that we're doing that. And you know what? Through this platform and Madhousetv, I mean, I got to tell you that when we first invited Bob to come on this show. He's like, oh, he's so busy, I can't do it, da-da-da. And then he came on, he's like, oh my God, what are we doing? We're like, we're rocking. Yeah. We're rocking. Yeah, and Vicky and Tom are going to give us our numbers, they said before. I don't know if you probably didn't hear this.
No.
But he said, we are really touching the world with this telethon, with this foundation, with the platform at Madhousetv. And our purpose is to have the telethon, yes, and to bring the telethon. So in a you know what, Bob, talk about your Judy's Run, your car show for a few minutes. Sure. And on it he put the telethon, but it's really astounding. Before we have to go, I want you to be able to talk about your
we have our third annual rock and roll car show. It was quite successful. Me being an old doo-wop guy, I love the music and cars, and it's our third annual. It's coming up on August 10th. It'll be at Smithtown Historical Society with a rain date of the 17th. I am very excited about it because it's growing, and I'm looking forward to it.
Good.
It's really going to be phenomenal.
And before we go, because I know we have to go, but we just need to have a short session, the next session. It just needs to be about 6 or 7 minutes. So, Bob, give everybody your foundation's website so that they can find your information. That's really important.
It is www.judysrun.com. Just Google Judy's Run.
It's not .org?
No, it's not. It's a com.
It's a com?
It's a com, yeah.
Do it again.
www.judysrun.com. Please visit it. It's a great website, and there's a great song that's sung by Kenny Vance up there, which is how I feel about my wife. Please
It is a good song. Before we go, I'm going to ask you, what was your purpose behind turning the interview around?
I thought it would be kind of interesting, you know, as a caregiver and Judy having a stroke, and you did this phenomenal job of interviewing, you being a stroke survivor, I thought it would be great to interview you. Because I talked to so many people, but at this level, you know, and I thought it was a great idea, and I thank you for doing it.
We'll be right back. We're going to go to break. Thanks.
Being a fireman is more than just putting out blazes and giving kittens CPR. Sometimes my duty demands I fan the flames, like when a call comes in from a lady who needs immediate assistance. Maybe she needs help with a computer thing. Maybe she wants to go antique. Could be as simple as understanding that walking in heels it's hard. Ou aussi simple que l'été dernier à Paris. C'est sympa. Maybe it's ladies' night in, and she wants a simple, delicious recipe for margaritas with a twist. First, a can of limeade. Now hold on to this, you'll be using it. Side note, kittens make everything better. Next, add water. Now, a bottle of light beer. No, shh. Trust me, I'm a professional. And last, and most important, Sauza Blue tequila. Now, mix it up. Ole. Yes, that's what I'm trained for. Whether it's to help her choose leggings or pants, telling her leggings are pants, or discussing leggings and jeggings versus pant pegging at her next ladies' night in, I'll come to the rescue. Don't call me a hero. Just call me. Let me know what time.
Old Spice body spray will make you feel so powerful to blow your mind right in front of your face. Goodbye. Oh no! Power!
Automatic freshness, softness, and static control has never been easier with the Bounce Dryer Bar. I just stick it to the inside of my dryer, and I never have to remember.
Old Spice body spray makes you smell like power! It's so powerful it sells itself in other people's commercials. You smell like outdoor freshness.
You smell like power.
Yeah, I do. Power! Power!
Try this routine to feel fresh and clean. Pair Charmin Fresh Mates with your Charmin.
Oh, Spice body spray is too powerful to stay in its own commercial. That's right. Power. Old Spice body spray can change a regular smelling man into a man who smells like power.
Now, how is this? Wow, you know what? I actually do feel more powerful.
Potato chips! Power! It's me.
Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware.
We have 3 of the largest showrooms of safes on display and in stock. You can see and touch them in person instead of browsing a catalog. We carry gun and rifle safes, burglary safes, jewelry safes, fire rated from a half hour to 2 hour. Famous name brands.
We sell Gardol.
We sell AMSAC.
The new AMSAC touchscreen.
If you're ever in need of a safe, think Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware. Right, Lockie?
That's right, Alan.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hogshair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back at the Madhouse Studios, and Renee Marie Testa.
Hi, everyone.
Judy
Marlowe.
And our special correspondent, Joe. I got to tell you, today was, don't you think it was a great show?
Good
It
show.
was a great
Good
show.
It,
It was wonderful.
And it was good to have you, Judy.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Well, you know, I know that Judy is a part of the Judy's Run, but when we're working on the telethon, she's also our PR, public relations for the telethon.
Yeah.
So, and we're in the midst of writing a very special
letter to Oprah.
Oprah, we really let's put a small prayer out for Oprah.
Okay.
Today, because today is the
Yes.
day that her mentor they're doing the service for her mentor.
That's right.
So Oprah, we're praying for you and for everyone that knows your mentor. I'm sorry, her
Maya
name
Angelou.
What's her name again?
Maya Angelou.
Maya
Angelou.
Angelo. I'm sorry, Oprah, but that's a stroke thing. just so you know, my memory is like, especially when it's something that I don't have in front of me. Anyway, so we really are praying for you because she was an astounding philosopher and really a gift to the universe.
Writer.
A writer, right? She was a writer. She was a poet. She was a leader.
An inspirational speaker.
Yes. She was an inspirational speaker, and we want to say we will be praying for you. And actually, she was on the National Stroke Association board. So we are totally connected with her.
Yes.
So we're praying for you. We're praying for you. So we're going to go right to this. Do we have a go right to the song? We're going to go out closing singing "That's What Friends Are For."
Right.
And because that's our usual, you know, so that you know that we're there for you no matter what.
Okay.
Let's rock and roll.
Let's go, everyone. Little technical difficulties, but that's what happens. Keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on me. For sure, that's what friends are for good times and bad times. I'll be on your side forevermore. Friends are for. Thank you to Bob for coming and interviewing me too. And then came and opened me, and now there's so much more I see. And so by the way, I thank you and then for the times when we're apart. Well, then close your eyes and know the words are coming from my heart. And then if you can remember, let's go, everyone. Come on. Come on up, everyone. Keep smiling. Keep shining. Knowing you can always count on me. For sure. Come here, Elvis. Come over here. This is the Elvis. For good times and bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. Keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on me. I love all of you, for sure. That's what friends are for. For good times and bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. Come on, everyone, let's sway to the music. We have to blow our kisses yet? Here we go. We're going to blow our kisses. God bless everybody. Have a wonderful day. Have a stroke of luck.